Once upon a time, in a small village in Atorishe, there lives a young girl named Aisha. She was a bright and cheerful 13 years old girl with a dream of becoming a doctor one day. Aisha was loved in the school and her friends loved associating with her. But one day something changed. Aisha began to notice a small hard lumps in her breast. At first, she did not think much of it, but then the lumps started to hurt, and her mother, Mama Ade, noticed that Aisha was feeling unusually tired. Aisha's mother was so much afraid. She was confused and took her straight to the hospital. The doctors performed some tests, and after a few days of waiting, they gave them a tough diagnosis. Aisha has a breast cancer. Aisha was scared. She did not know much about cancer, and hearing that word made her feel uncertain and uncomfortable. Her mother held her tightly, promising her that they would fight this together and that she would not be alone. The doctors explained to Ada and her mother what cancer was, how it happens. The doctor told Aisha that cancer happens when some cells in the body grow out of control. They gave her a treatment plan that includes chemotherapy, which would help her fight the cancer. Aisha's doctor also explained how she might need surgery to remove the lumps in her breast, and she would need to take special medicine to make sure the cancer did not come back. Aisha did not understand all these medical terms, but her mother assured her that she will be by her side. Aisha felt scared at first. The thought of losing her hair from chemotherapy was hard. But her mother kept on promising her that she will always be by her side, no matter what, that she should cheer up. Is going to be. Some days before the chemotherapy, Aisha learned a lot about chemotherapies. Aisha learned that chemotherapy is a special medicine that helps fight cancer. It works by killing the cancer cell in the body, but sometimes it can also affect healthy cells, which is why it has side effects. The planning stage. The doctors created a treatment plan just for Aisha. It shows how many times she will need chemotherapy and how often she could go to the hospital. Before starting the chemotherapy, Aisha has to do some tests to make sure her body was strong enough for the treatment. These tests including checking her blood and how well her organs were working. These tests helped the doctors understand her overall health and plan her chemotherapy safety. She has to do blood tests. Blood tests were very important to check if Aisha's body was healthy enough for chemotherapy. Complete blood counts, CBC. This test measures the number of red blood cells to carry oxygen, white blood cells to fight infection, and the platelets to help stop bleeding. If Aisha's blood cells were low, the doctors might wait until they improved before starting chemotherapy. Kidney and liver function test. This test check if Aisha's kidneys and liver were working properly before chemotherapy. Medicine could affect these organs' performance. Imagining test. Imagining test help the doctors understand the size and the location of the cancer. This test gave a picture of Aisha's breast to check how much of the cancer was still there and where it was growing. CT scan or MRI. If needed, the doctors use this advanced test to see if the cancer has spread to the other part of her body. Heart function test. Some type of chemotherapy can affect the heart, so the doctors want to check if Aisha's heart was strong. Echocardiogram, echo. This test use sound. This test use sound waves to take a picture of Aisha's heart and see how well it was pumping blood. Pregnancy test for older girls or women. Even though Aisha was only 13, other girls or women may need to have pregnancy test before starting chemotherapy. This is because chemotherapy can harm a baby if a woman is pregnant. Genetic testing. This is optional. Aisha doctors also suggested a genetic test to see if her cancer was linked to a genetic mutation like BRCA1 or BRCA2. While this does not affect the chemotherapy directly, it helps the doctors understand more about her cancer and how to prevent future risk.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, thumbs up and comment, and don't forget to share these videos to your families and friends, especially to women.
Infectious screening. Chemotherapy can weaken the immunity system, so Aisha was tested for infections before starting the treatment. Hepatitis and HIV tests. This checked the certain virus that could become more active during chemotherapy. Bone marrow test really needed. If the doctor thought the cancer might have affected Aisha's bone marrow, where blood and cells are made, they might do a bone marrow test. This involves taking a small sample of the marrow from her bone to check. The doctors explained to Aisha and her mother why all these tests are important. The doctors explained the test ensured that Aisha's body was ready to handle chemotherapy. They also helped the doctors to make a safe and effective treatment for Aisha. The test also gave the doctor a starting point to compare how Aisha's body responds to the treatment later. With this test completed, Aisha and her family felt more prepared for the journey ahead. The doctors explained everything in simple terms to Aisha so that she wouldn't feel scared and could focus on her treatment better. The result of the test Aisha had before chemotherapy would give her doctor a clear picture of her health. Blood test results. Blood test results check if Aisha's body was really ready to handle the chemotherapy. Blood test results. Blood test results check if Aisha's body was really ready to handle the chemotherapy. Red blood cell, RBC, normal results, enough red blood cells to carry oxygen in our body. If there is a problem, if the count was low, Aisha might feel tired and the doctor might delay chemotherapy until her levels improved. White blood cells, WBC, normal results, a good number of white blood cells to fight infections. Problem: if it is low, Aisha's immunity system might be weak and the doctor will take precautions or delay treatment. Platelets. Normal platelets results. Enough platelets to help her blood cells if she has a cut. Problem. If low, Aisha would bleed or bruise easily, and treatment might need to wait. Kidney and liver function test. Normal results. Healthy kidneys and liver means they could process the chemotherapy medicine safely. Problem. If the organ were struggling, the doctor might adjust a treatment plan. Imaging test results. This result shows the cancer size and location. Normal results for a condition. The imaging would confirm where the tumor was and its size. Problem. If the cancer has spread, the doctor will adjust a treatment to tackle more areas. Problem. If the heart was weak, the doctors might choose a different chemotherapy medicine that is perfect for a heart condition. Infection screening results. This tested for infections like hepatitis and HIV. Normal results. No infections detected. Problem. If an infection was found, the doctor would treat it or take extra precautions before starting chemotherapy. Genetic test results if done. Normal results. No genetic mutilations like BRCA1 or BRCA2, meaning a cancer was less likely to be inherited. Problem. If a mutilation was found, Aisha and her family might discuss additional treatment or prevention plan for the future. All Aisha test results were normal. It means that her body was ready for chemotherapy. All Aisha test results were normal. It means that her body was ready for chemotherapy. The doctors will explain the treatment schedule and prepare her for what to expect.
At this point, if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? 1, 2, 3. Thank you for subscribing. Let's continue.
However, on the other hand, if any test result shows an issue, the doctors will take extra steps to fix it. These results helped the doctors ensure Aisha was safe and prepared to begin her treatment journey with confidence. Aisha, my daughter, you need to get ready emotionally for this chemotherapy. On the day of her chemotherapy, Aisha went to the hospital with her parents. After the chemotherapy operation, Aisha's parents were happy to see her back. Once Aisha finished her section for that day, she went home to rest with her parents. These are some of the side effects of chemo on Aisha. Aisha sometimes felt very tired for a few days after the chemotherapy. She needed a lot of rest, and her family helped her with her chores in the house. Her appetite changed, and some food tasted different to her. Her mother made a simple healthy meal that were easy to digest. After a few sections, Aisha started losing her hair because of the medicine. After several months, Aisha finished her last chemotherapy section. It was a big moment for her and her family. Slowly, Aisha's hair began to grow back. She felt stronger each day and started going back to her normal activities. But she continues to visit the hospital for checkup to make sure that the cancer has gone. Aisha learned that even though chemotherapy was tough, it's worth it because it makes her healthy again. She felt proud of herself for being brave and never giving up. Say to everyone, chemotherapy can be challenging, but it is a powerful way to fight cancer. With the support of family, friends, and doctors, you can stay strong, just like Aisha. Here we come to the end of the story. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, comment, share my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.